In the late 18th century, France stood on the brink of monumental change. The streets of Paris were alive with the voices of a restless populace burdened by inequality and poverty. The grandeur of the monarchy cast a long shadow over a nation where bread was scarce and justice elusive. As the aristocracy reveled in opulence, simmering discontent began to boil over. Enlightenment ideas of liberty and equality ignited the minds of philosophers and commoners alike, sowing the seeds of revolution. In this volatile mix, a new consciousness emerged, a yearning for freedom and justice that could no longer be ignored. This was the beginning of a movement that would shake the foundations of France and echo across centuries. Join us as we unravel the origins of this revolutionary wave, exploring how the cries for change first took root. As we delve into this pivotal chapter, prepare to witness the birth of a revolution that would forever alter the course of history. On July 14, 1789, the streets of Paris were alive with a fervor that could not be contained. The Bastille, once a fortress turned prison, stood as an imposing symbol of royal tyranny. For years it loomed over the city, a constant reminder of oppression. But on this day, it would become the epicenter of a historical upheaval. As dawn broke, the air was thick with anticipation. The people of Paris, fueled by anger and desperation, surged towards the Bastille, their resolve unyielding. In a chaotic storm of passion and fury, they tore down its walls, brick by brick. This was not just an assault on a building, it was an assault on tyranny itself. The storming of the Bastille ignited the flames of revolution that would spread throughout France. It was a clarion call for freedom, setting in motion a series of events that would change the course of history. The echoes of that day resonated far beyond the walls of the fortress, marking the beginning of the French Revolution and a new era for the nation. As we delve deeper into this monumental period, we explore how these revolutionary fires continued to blaze, shaping the destiny of a nation. As the echoes of the Bastille's fall reverberated across France, a wave of revolutionary fervor swept through the nation. Inspired by newfound ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity, the populace embraced the promise of change. In the heart of this turbulent era, the National Assembly was born, a beacon of hope in a land thirsting for a new political order. Revolutionaries, driven by an unyielding desire for freedom, took to the streets. Their red flags, vibrant and bold, fluttered defiantly against the backdrop of a society in upheaval. These symbols of defiance and unity rallied the people, igniting a movement that would reshape the very foundations of French society. The streets buzzed with anticipation and courage as individuals from all walks of life joined together, their voices merging into a singular call for justice and reform. As the fervor spread, it became clear that this was more than a mere uprising. It was a revolution destined to alter the course of history. With each step forward, the revolutionaries paved the way for monumental change, setting the stage for the dramatic climax yet to unfold, the downfall of a monarchy that had ruled for centuries. As the French Revolution surged forward, it reached a pivotal moment. King Louis XVI, once a symbol of absolute power, now stood trial for his life. The courtroom echoed with the cries for justice, as the people of France demanded accountability for years of oppression. This was not just a trial of a man, but of an entire monarchy that had ruled for centuries. The guillotine, a grim emblem of revolutionary justice, awaited its most significant victim. With its swift descent, it severed not only the head of a king, but the ties of tradition and tyranny that had long bound the nation. This act of execution was more than punishment. It was a declaration that the old order was no more. The impact was immediate and profound. With the fall of the monarchy, France embarked on an uncharted course, driven by the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. The execution of King Louis XVI sent ripples across Europe, challenging monarchies everywhere and igniting the fires of change. This climax of revolution marked a turning point in history, where the people seized control of their destiny. The echoes of this moment would resonate far beyond French borders, inspiring future generations to question and challenge authority. As the dust settled over the Place de la Révolution, France stood at the brink of a new era, its fate now in the hands of its citizens. This significant chapter in the revolution sets the stage for what comes next, an examination of the enduring legacy left behind by this transformative period in history. The French Revolution left an indelible mark on history, forever altering the course of a nation and inspiring a wave of change across the globe. As we reflect on its impact, we see the profound transformation it brought to France, dismantling centuries of monarchical rule and paving the way for a new era of governance. The echoes of the revolution resonated far beyond French borders, igniting aspirations for liberty and equality in lands near and far. It was not just the end of an old regime, but the beginning of an enduring legacy that continues to influence political thought and action. From the rise of democratic ideals to the relentless pursuit of reform, the revolution set a precedent for challenging the status quo, urging societies to strive for justice and fairness. Today, as we stand on the shoulders of those who dared to dream of a different world, we are reminded that revolutions are not mere moments in time, but catalysts for lasting change. The legacy of the French Revolution endures, inviting us to reflect on our own roles in shaping the future, inspired by the courage and conviction of those who fought for a better tomorrow.